Philadelphia streets will close. Public transportation will be limited as 1.5 million people make their way to see Pope Francis.
The Pope is visiting as part of the World Meeting of Families. CBS 21's Matt Riss speaks to a Central PA mother who will be visiting.
Here in Harrisburg, Catholics are already gearing up for a big visit by the Pope. And for one local woman, she's planning to volunteer, all for the chance of a brief encounter with the Pope.
As of yesterday, it was 47 days.
Michelle McConnell is counting the days. She's among 8,000 people who signed up to volunteer to help with Pope Francis's visit to Philadelphia this September.
This will be my chance of a lifetime to take advantage to meet him and to do community service.
The Pope plans to give masses and visit Philadelphia landmarks, even attending a festival on the Benjamin Franklin Parkway, rounding out his trip with a private visit to a correctional facility.
It's going to be wall-to-wall people.
After an online training session, McConnell will don a vest and help with crowd control and tourist questions. Will she get a chance to see the Pope herself?
I'm not guaranteeing, but I certainly hope so. You know, I'll be in with the mix of thousands and thousands and thousands of people.
But either way, McConnell said she's excited to be a part of history.
Something you just don't miss. If you have the opportunity to go.
Now, we're told many accommodations are already booked up in Philadelphia for the papal visit in September. There is a website, worldmeeting2015.org, where families can find volunteer host families to stay with. In Harrisburg, Matt Rist, CBS 21 News.
And if you're still looking for a place to stay ahead of the Pope's visit, how about a battleship? The Battleship New Jersey is offering 400 bunks for $75 a night. The price includes breakfast, dinner, a tour of the ship, and a flight simulator, but there's no shower. There are no showers included here. The ship is docked in Camden, just across the river from Philadelphia. It was launched on the anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor. Well, stay with us for continuing coverage of the Pope's visit here on the air, online, and on social media, and of course on our CBS 21 News app. The countdown to the next presidential election continues.
Donald Trump still in the lead. Tonight, our political insiders weigh in on the field and who has the best shot at winning the nomination in both parties. Tom.
And we're clearing things out, making way for some very nice weather. Your gorgeous 7 days straight ahead. Stay with us.
You're watching CBS 21 News at 5:30.
You could win $1,000 a day for life.
Son, it's Grover Cleveland.
When you play the new Cash for Life from the Pennsylvania Lottery.
Nice.
3 club seats, 50-yard line.
That means you too could experience the joy of winning. Every day for the rest of your life.
New wheels. Nice. See you tomorrow.
Cash for Life from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Play for fun, cash for life.
Hey, Tom, what are you forecasting for this summer?
Well, Scott, there'll be steaks in Harrisburg, steaks in Hershey, steaks in Dillsburg.
That's a lot of corn steaks. Who's going to eat them all?
Me, of course, and our viewers.
It's time again for Steaks in a Forecast with Chief Meteorologist Tom Russell.
Sponsored by Carnes Foods, home of Pennsylvania's best meat department.
Just keep watching CBS 21 News at 5.
And I might drop by your home to share Steaks in a Forecast.
Check out the weather page at cbs21.com.
From the first ray of sunshine, CBS 21 News this morning has you covered with first warning weather.
Today we'll just kind of watch this system.
Still
traffic
right now along 81 through Chambersburg.
And the news you need to know. Wake up right with CBS 21 News this morning.
Here's a look at the CBS 21 community calendar. Pop a cork for the Capitol. The Capitol Theater in Chambersburg is hosting a fundraising event on August 15th that will feature 3 live bands, 8 wineries, food, and fun. Join the celebration, rain or shine. Bring a lawn chair and relax at Ashcone's Cornfest on August 15th. Kids and adults can partake in crafts, contests, and a petting zoo. Of course, there will also be plenty of delicious dishes, including chicken corn soup. Go to cbs21.com to learn more about what's going on in your area.
Millions of loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home. So go to theshelterpetproject.org, search your local shelters and rescues, and adopt already.
You're watching CBS 21.
Time for for the Political Insiders. They're with us, Charlie Giroux over here and Tony May on the left. And guys, we've got to talk Donald Trump. We talked last week before the debate. Now the dust is still not settled completely from the debate. Charlie, I'll start with you. Is he ripping up the Republican Party in any way?
Well, he tore up the USFL. He might as well. No, this too will pass. I think there are still an awful lot of folks who are letting their frustrations be felt through saying they're for Donald Trump. But as more is seen of him, more vulgar comments like the ones he made over the weekend, and more of his views are exposed. I mean, there's still a block of conservatives that say they're for Donald Trump, a guy who was not that long ago for gun control, partial birth abortion, and Obamacare. Sounds more like Tony's candidate than mine.
It's the ability to change his mind, that's for sure.
See, Charlie finds a way to blame everything on me.
Of course.
So, Donald Trump is my fault. I happen to agree with Charlie that Donald Trump can't stay the distance, but I always worry that I'm sometimes wrong about things that seem obvious to everybody else but to me. I mean, it's amazing that people haven't tired of him yet.
Do you think he could beat Hillary Clinton?
No. And that leads to the Manchurian candidate viewpoint here, that he's somehow secretly doing all of this for Hillary Clinton, which would be too delicious to contemplate, but too good to be true as well.
Tony's good today. I mean, the conspiracy theories abound. The calls from Bill Clinton to Donald Trump right before he ran, obviously ramping those up. But the Republican field is very strong. There are a number of contenders that made good showings in the debate the other night, and I think you will see the thing begin to settle out, and I think you will see Trump's support begin to dissipate, although it is a little bit of a phenomenon that he has lasted as long as he has at the level he has.
He's got to quit taking all the oxygen out of the room.
Well, he does that when he walks in. I was in the spin room in Cleveland, and I've done those things on a number of occasions. I've never seen the mad dash that those of you in the media performed when Donald Trump walked in the room. I literally nearly got run over.
You were there.
I was there.
Well, I'm sorry I missed that. But there, coming out of that Cleveland debate, there were two real stars. One was Charlie's candidate, Carly Fiorina, who performed very well, and also John Kasich, the governor of Ohio, who did so well, people think he might be too liberal to be a Republican.
They both had very good nights. Tony, in the interest of full disclosure here, I am supporting Carly Fiorina. She had a terrific night. She was in the so-called happy hour debate, but many say that she won both of them on the strength of her performance. Kasich did very well, but there were a couple of others who did exceptionally well that night. Really, nobody stumbled in the main debate, and for many of them, that was the real call for them.
All right, guys, thanks.
Okay, and you can catch our Political Insiders every Tuesday right here on CBS 21 News at 5:30.
And join us Sunday mornings at 11:30 for CBS 21's Face the State, right after CBS's Face the Nation.
Mr. Ed's Elephant Museum is shipping 3,000 of its elephant figurines to the Circus World Museum in Wisconsin. And here's why. It was back in 2010, you may remember, that a fire damaged Mr. Ed's and destroyed 2,000 elephants. So people responded to that news by donating around 5,000 figurines. And now Mr. Ed's just doesn't have the space for all of them.
But we are so elated that we are able to find a good friend somewhere that's willing to put them on display so that the world can see them.
All these people are just full of love, and that's what makes us happy, is the love goes around this world.
Mr. Ed still has over 12,000 elephant figurines on exhibit.
Plenty to go around.
What, yeah, plenty for everyone. Well, you were saying you saw a little bit of sun, a little bit of thunder, a little bit of everything at your house.
And sun at the same time.
Right.
And then it rained. Tom?
And now we're clearing it all out, guys. Cold front coming through, and it's going to be a really nice stretch of weather. 85 in Harrisburg. We're back with your complete forecast next.
You're watching CBS 21 News at 5:30 with Rob Hanrahan, Tanya Foster, and Chief Meteorologist Tom Russell with First Warning Weather.
CBS Tonight. Nothing is more important than to figure out what is happening to the animals and how to stop it.
If all of this continues, the balance of nature will collapse.
like they're talking to each other.
Summer's #1 new drama continues. New CBS Tonight.
Everybody talks. It started with the whisper.
People just can't stop talking about Ford. And now, during the Ford Summer Sales Event, get the best deals of the summer on Ford Focus with EcoBoost.
EcoBoost went super fast.
Ford is the brand more people buy and buy again. So don't miss the Ford Summer Sales Event. Now get a new Ford Focus with 0% financing for 72 months plus $1,000 cash back or lease for just $109 a month at your Quality Plus Ford store.
I see the uncertainty in people's eyes, but that only fuels me more. For me, it's more than a job, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to give you a healthy mouth.
You know, we've got a lot in common.
Thanks, Danica.
Right here.
At Aspen Dental, we're not just fixing teeth, we're fixing dentistry. With 20% off and financing options to fit your budget. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL because your mouth is our mission.
I got hurt at work and now I'm permanently injured. I knew I needed a good workers' comp attorney. I didn't want to mess this up, so I called Freeburn and Hamilton.
Lots of people who deal with their own workers' comp claims do mess them up. The workers' comp laws can be tricky, so if you've been hurt on the job, call the Sevens right now.
Freeburn and Hamilton got me $250,000 in workers' comp benefits. Money doesn't solve everything, but it sure can help.
Call the winning number. Call the Sevens. It's just that easy.
Call the Sevens. Call 777-7777.
Busy day, huh?
Yep, our annual clearance event really brings them in. I can barely keep up by myself. 0% APR financing. Tons of amazing inventory.
Only happens once a year.
Hologram number 17 seems to have gone rogue. I'm the real Jan now. 0%, 0%.
Now, lease a RAV4 LE for only $199 a month. Or buy one with $750 cash back from Toyota. Or 0% APR financing for 5 years.
It's all yours.
Thanks, Jan.
Toyota, let's go places.
Here's a look at the CBS 21 community calendar. Pop a cork for the Capitol. The Capitol Theater in Chambersburg is hosting a fundraising event on August 15th that will feature 3 live bands, 8 wineries, food and fun. Join the celebration, rain or shine. Bring a lawn chair and relax at Ashcone's Cornfest on August 15th. Kids and adults can partake in crafts, contests, and a petting zoo. Of course, there will also be plenty of delicious dishes, including chicken corn soup. Go to CBS21.com to learn more about what's going on in your area.
And now, CBS 21 News First Warning Weather with Chief Meteorologist Tom Russell.
Well, after some much-needed rain, it was nice to see things clear out. Also very nicely this afternoon. Hope you had a chance to enjoy it or at least peek outside and see what's been happening because we had some clouds, some thunderstorms even around lunchtime today, and now we're cleared out very nicely. 85 degrees and winds are out of the west-northwest at 15, so that tells us our cold front is coming through. Humidity at 50%, pressure steady now, but will be on the rise. Just look at that gorgeousness, and that will be more the same as we go through the next couple of days, maybe the rest of the week, if not beyond. 86 our high today, 84 is normal, and of course we were able to do that once we broke out of that cloud cover. Look at that record, 1944, 99 degrees. Let me show you what fell in the rain gauge. This is a record rainfall for this date, 0.91, so almost a full inch for Harrisburg. And have you noticed this? Sunset now starting to happen. It's 8:10. It's starting to rise at 6:14, so those daylight hours kind of shrinking a little bit. 83 in Selinsgrove, 84 for you in Reading, Chambersburg 84, Blaine at 75, State College at 77. So some cooler and drier air trying to drift on in here, and you'll see that. And Bradford 71, 78 Altoona. Pittsburgh still hanging on to the 80s. We're on the little warmer side than this, 78 in Philly where they still have some cloud cover. But this is a good indication the fronts come through, right? That wind shift from the northwest now at about 12 miles per hour in Altoona, 10 in York, 16 in Hagerstown. So it's still going to be a bit breezy, I think, through the day tomorrow as we get this nice refreshing air moving in. There goes all our storms, and you can see they moved past Philly, just getting ready to hit places like Cape May and over towards our shore locations. Other than that, we are nice and clear. This is going to be good for our viewing of the Perseid meteor showers once we get to the darkness later on tonight. 81 in Detroit, 82 in Cincinnati, 87 in Knoxville. So nothing super warm here. Next couple of days will be slightly below average, which I think will be welcome. Nice on the way, and here's why. Here's our old friend, the cold front, pushing everything on out of here. And you see these storms kind of riding the coast, but they too will be exiting to the east as well. And we're left with this gorgeous high pressure building in over the next couple of days. So let's focus on temperatures here because we're going to have some really comfortable air coming in. Late tonight, we're still tomorrow hovering right around 70. Overnight we'll touch in the low and mid 60s. So this is early tomorrow morning. And then through the day tomorrow, 60s, 70s, then not getting out of the upper 70s. So that is very pleasant. And as we mentioned, below average. Wednesday goes into Thursday. Same kind of deal. Only this time we touch into the 50s overnight. That's really nice. And then Thursday, we're going to top out right around 80 degrees. So really nice for the rest of the week and beyond. So clearing skies, less humid tonight, down to 64 for our overnight low. And then a rather windy day tomorrow as the front continues to have its effect on us. 78, 58 for tomorrow night. And then Thursday looks just as nice. Sunshine, 80. How about Friday? Sunshine, a little warmer though, 86. A little bit of a mix in clouds and sun on Saturday, 85. But we're warmer, and really that's the trend into next week. 86 on Sunday. Monday, some sunshine, 87. Tuesday, sunshine, 87. So a little bit of a dry stretch here. Here's your First Warning 7-day forecast brought to you by Members First Federal Credit Union. So, you know, the lawn really didn't need to be cut because we hadn't had the rain. Now we get a little bit of rain, but now we have another dry stretch. So maybe one mowing of the lawn and you're good?
Okay.
Maybe.
We'll see. All right.
Okay. Well, smartphones, of course, are an easy way to check email and social media. We've got a bunch of them, even up here.
All sorts of screens here and here. But listen up, parents. Psychologists say all that screen time has an impact on your kids. An online security company found a third of children say their parents spend as much or more time with their devices than with them. More than half of kids feel mom and dad check their devices too often, and a third say it makes them feel unimportant. Not to mention, it can be dangerous.
We have seen a 22% spike in preventable accidents with young children and caretakers using their digital devices.
Psychologists say it's important to put that phone away during family time and, of course, during family outings. Well, it's been a year since the suicide of comedian Robin Williams.
And now 1 year later, we are taking a look at one of his final movies that is now ready to hit theaters.
And a warning from police about ATMs and how to protect yourself against skimmers.
You're watching CBS 21 News at 5:30. Jeopardy! Weekdays at 7:30 on CBS 21.
When our injured clients come to us, they realize there was little they could do to control the accident. They could have controlled having adequate underinsured and uninsured motorist coverage. If they have full tort coverage, they have better coverage. At Mooney & Associates, our job is to represent our clients and make them whole after they've suffered a serious injury as a result of someone's negligence. When you call Mooney & Associates, you'll always speak to an attorney. Call us 24/7 when your future is at stake.
Air conditioner keeps running? Call Renewal by Andersen today for your free window and door inspection at 1-866-877-2200. Renewal by Andersen. American built, American strong.
PSCCU, we want you to love your loan as much as you love your car. When it's time for your next vehicle, come to us first. Financing life is what we do best. Talk with us. Call 800-LOAN-555 or visit pseccu.com/vehicles.
I was tired, sleepy, irritable, but all that has changed. After visiting Medical Weight Loss Center with Lauren, I have lost 30 pounds. They take the time to listen to you and give you helpful hints on what to do, not to do. I enjoy going to the gym. For me, it has been the best thing for my health. You see, I'm healthy, I'm smiling. I'm glad I found them.
Call Medical Weight Loss Center of Harrisburg and start your journey to a happier, healthier you. Medical Weight Loss Center of Harrisburg. We do what works for you.
Attention Pennsylvania workers, if you or a loved one has mesothelioma or asbestos-related lung cancer, you have important new rights under Pennsylvania law. Now, workers and their families diagnosed with mesothelioma or lung cancer may be entitled to additional compensation. Even if you were told there was no compensation available, you may now have rights to seek damages. If you or a family member has mesothelioma or asbestos-related lung cancer, call Handler, Henning & Rosenberg at 1-800-LAW-4000 for a free consultation.
Okay, let's do this.
Whoa, how'd you get those new clubs?
I use my Members First Visa card. Plus, I get cash back on every purchase.
You know, this is great. How are you able to afford this kitchen remodel? Easy. I just went to Members First for a home equity loan. Glad we could help.
Stop by any Members First branch and sign up for a 15-year home equity loan with rates as low as 4% APR. It's fast and easy, only at Members First.
Windows hard to clean? Call Renewal by Andersen today for your free window and door inspection at 1-866-877-2200. Renewal by Andersen. American built, American strong.
Here's a look at your local stocks. Rite Aid dropped off. Cisco was up. TE Connectivity was down. Verizon was up. And Harley, Hershey, PNC Financial all slid into the red today. PPL was up just a bit. Right now in Arizona, authorities say at least 13 people are injured after a bus carrying inmates crashed this morning. The Department of Corrections bus crashed into a tractor-trailer rig. The driver and 2 inmates were flown to the hospital with serious injuries. 10 other prisoners were taken to the hospital. All of the inmates are accounted for. Well, 1 year after the death of comedian and actor Robin Williams, his final movies are coming out in theaters.
Williams' last on-screen performance in Boulevard is in limited release around the country and is set for DVD release next month. He plays a lone banker caught in a bad marriage. And his final voice acting performance in Absolutely Anything hits theaters this Friday. Williams plays a talking dog. The actor took his own life 1 year ago today. If you or someone you know needs help, we've posted suicide prevention resources on our website, cbs21.com. In consumer news tonight, police are sending out another warning about using ATMs. Police in Sioux Falls, South Dakota say someone attached skimmers to at least 2 machines to try to steal card information. But there are ways to protect your bank account. Police say the best way is just to simply shield the keypad when entering your PIN number in case a thief mounted a hidden camera.
A Cumberland County man was arrested accused of selling pot-baked goods at a music festival in northern Pennsylvania. 35-year-old Brian Stone of Mechanicsburg is facing several drug charges. The Attorney General's office says undercover agents collected 85 different baked goods, more than 200 smoking devices, and more than $2,000 in cash. More arrests are expected. A program is approved to fight drug abuse in the Mid-State, but it has no money to help the victims.
Coming up on CBS 21 News at 6, we're finding out how soon the program could be up and running.
And trips by train from Harrisburg to Philly are increasing while their time is decreasing. We'll tell you just how short those Philly runs could get.
People just can't stop talking about Ford. And now during the Ford Summer Sales Event, get the best deals of the summer on the new redesigned 2015 Edge.
Has everything that you could need.
And Ford Explorer, both with EcoBoost technology. So don't miss the Ford Summer Sales Event. Now you can get a new Ford Explorer with 0% financing for 72 months or lease for $219 a month. That's just $219 a month at your Quality Plus Ford store.
They grow up so quickly and change so fast. So does their eyesight, which is why it's important to have their eyes examined every year. And back to school time is the perfect time. Visit us at VisionWorks. We have more kids' frames than anyone. And right now, get 2 complete pairs of kids' glasses with impact-resistant lenses for just $99. We'll make sure they get the right fit. Help your kids feel confident in their schoolwork and in how they look. VisionWorks.
Everyone's so down to see my dad dying, but no one's so down to prevent it.
After I got hurt at work, I couldn't do that job anymore. So I called Freeburn and Hamilton. Freeburn and Hamilton got me $425,000 in workers' comp benefits.
Call the Sevens. It's just that easy.
Call 777-7777.
What's the easiest way to get rid of your old inefficient fridge? Well, there is a solution just as easy. Simply call or click to schedule your pickup. Plus, you'll get $35. To schedule a pickup of your old fridge or freezer, call or visit pplelectric.com/recycling.
Live from Central Pennsylvania, this is CBS 21 News at 6.
Without a budget being passed, how are we going to start it?
A program aimed at curbing drug abuse gets the green light, but without a state budget being passed, it has no way of helping people who are suffering. I'm Christina Butler in for Tanya Foster.
And I'm Rob Hanrahan. Tonight we're finding out how soon the program could be up and running. CBS 21's James Tully live in Harrisburg to explain it all. James.
Rob, good evening. The budget is holding everything up. I was told tonight that even if the money was available today, it would still be another year before a prescription drug monitoring system could be put in place. And recovery centers, they need this now more than ever.
I've never had so many phone calls of individuals trying to get into treatment, ever.
Working in a recovery organization, Kristen Noecker is very confident the drug monitoring system will stop some of those phone calls.
It's going to help so many people.
But she is also very realistic.
Without a budget being passed, how are we going to start it?
And she's right, but money isn't the only obstacle.
It's not going to happen overnight. At best, if we had the money today, I think it would be almost a year.
Senator Pat Vance says the implementation process will include testing the system and educating doctors, which can't be done without funding. In the meantime, Noecker says the deck is stacked against someone fighting addiction.
It is hard enough for someone that's in recovery, that has already gotten into recovery, been in the recovery process, to go into a doctor's office to begin with and say flat out, you can't prescribe me that.
And Senator Vance points to numbers from the CDC that show how prescription drug abuse is linked to another problem in Pennsylvania that's at a crisis level.
If they're using prescription drugs, they're 40% more likely to be hooked on heroin. I thought that was phenomenal.
Yet another reason why she's not letting this get pushed to the back burner.
Absolutely not. And as long as I have a breath, it's not going to.
Senator Vance tells me that a committee that was formed to implement this system is still meeting on a monthly basis. Live tonight in Harrisburg, James Tully, CBS 21 News.
Okay, thanks, James. Right now, the search is on for an alleged killer in Lebanon County. Here's a look at the suspect. She's accused of killing 2 people in an apparent drug deal gone